and welcome to my Geopolitical Simulator 2 video. Just explain some basic functions. First we have the main menu, which is options, quit if you want to exit the game, quiz is pretty boring, tutorial for your first timer, world simulation, and global competition. Tutorial won't give you as much as you think, so that's why I'm making this video. Now there's a customized game tab I like to use. Leader Kit mod. It's totally copyright of Rules and Nations forum. I don't know exactly the name of it, but it's, if you type in Rules and Nations forum in Google, it should be the first tab that pops up. And I do not own this. I did not make this. I did contribute to it. I'm currently making the Australian one, but it's copyright the entire community. So give them a round of applause. All right, new game. There's a lot of little things. I don't ever make an account, so because all I use to play is World 2011, and I could care less about these. So I'm gonna play 2000 because that's like the political sandbox. As you can see, the customized mod changes all this. I'm gonna do newbie because there's really not a difference. You can go to options, change dollar. I'll do days, 30 seconds because this game can get long. Let's be America, be patriotic, you know. Unless you're not from America, then be patriotic to whatever country you are. Alright, let's see who's next. Wait for it to load. I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. Try not to. Trying with all my might. I talk fast a lot. Anyway, that's just an introductory video. Every scenario will have a different one. Alright, so here's basically the interface. I'm gonna pause the game so I can show you all the things without the interruptions. So see, this is cities. Your capital city, unless you're a really small nation, will always stand out, no matter what the population size is. Unless you're a small nation, then you may have to zoom in. Like, for example, Papua New Guinea. I have to zoom in quite a bit before I get the capital to pop up. I have to get the mount to pop up before even the capital does. Now they pop up at the same time. Now the mountain comes first. That's weird. Alright, let's get started though. So this is I call it the, what's it called? Revenue tab, because you can see the budget, taxation, and interest rate, civil servants pay. This is what I call the industry tab. That's with the exception of environment. This is all about your industries. I call this like the force tab, because you have army, police, secret service, and justice. Immigration, I guess immigration you can count as like forcefulness with those illegal immigrants. I'm not saying any race, I'm not a racist, I'm just saying illegal immigrants. This is general health tab. Health and work usually relate a lot to each other in a bad way. Population, family, and then housing and transport, which is kind of infrastructure. So health and infrastructure I call it. Excuse me. Alright, there's education research, which is kind of like education, culture and the media, or cultural, and sports is cultural too. This is like the country tab, I call it, because it's all about your country. Your actual country info. Give region independence. I like doing that sometimes just to see what happens. Like one time I gave Guam, independence, Hawaii. Let's see, I gave Guam independence once because I didn't want it. Pissed me off. Alright. And then choose a new capital. Like, if I want to, I can make freaking Detroit. Who will make Detroit the capital? Or the Center for Volcanic Studies. That's a great capital. Alright. So, this is the diplomacy tab. Since the name of diplomacy, because you have the UN AIDS, not the disease, but like give money, and organizations. This is kind of the meeting tab. You can meet with different people. This is the tab you'll use the most. Oops, where'd I go? Who cares? Just back to America. And the different religions, sects, not sects. Like, here, I'll show you what I mean. Like these guys, you know, New Church, Prophetess, Extraterrestrial, Crazy, Scientist, and Satanist, which I could care less about. Alright, so, what's it called? That's your little Secret Service map, I call it. Alright, that's the main interface right now. It'll get a little more in depth. As you can see, when you highlight over a region of your area, that region will pop up. Like my state of Michigan, or Wyoming, Colorado, I mean. There's Wyoming. You get the idea, right? Okay. These are cities that pop up. Big cities, they won't show like those mostly. They don't even show Lansing. Lansing's the freaking capital of the freaking state. That's because it's too small, though. They show oil wells, not freaking Lansing. It sucks. No Grand Rapids. No one cares about Grand Rapids. But not Lansing. I'm personally around Detroit, so, but I have a fond feeling for Lansing. Green is your allies. Light green, like this, is just the favorable you. Gray is neutral, and then dark red is rivals, and like Nicaragua. Light red is just they don't like you, but they're not like they don't like hate you. Okay. Our main haters right now are, the Middle East, Russia, China, Vietnam, North Korea. The usual. Well, okay, so I'll get a little more in depth on the next video. Or I'll get a little more depth later. Let's see. And then when I get more in depth, there's nuclear power plants and tourist sites, windshields. I'll get a little more in depth later. Well, this is the end of this video. Let's see if I have time to make more later.